Okay, guys, I told you guys I was going to do a live detangling tutorial. I don't know if some of you guys are at work or you guys are busy, but I had a few minutes this morning and I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a live detangling tutorial. So I'm getting my things together. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Now, okay, this is her hair, and you guys see how thick. Now, okay. Wait a minute, this is her hair. Some feedback. This is her hair, and you see how thick her hair is. So now we're going to. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get myself situated. Here we go. Turn here around. That's what we get ready to tangle. So I always tell you guys, separate the hair first. Her hair is very thick, as you can see. So I'm just opening her hair up. Clipping one side out of the way. Now, let me tell you what you need when you get ready to tangle. You need a fine tooth comb, wide tooth comb, clips, spray bottle of water, and your smooth through detangler. That's what you need when you get ready to detangle. I have all these things ready on hand right now. So, because her hair is extremely thick, and you guys see how thick her hair is. Her hair is very thick. So, I'm going to start at the nape. Mixing her hair with water. Now, associated hairs are going to come out and all that stuff, and that's normal with detangling. But I'm working the water in with my hand. Now, I'm applying the detangler a little bit on the roots and a little bit on the ends because I can feel some of her single strand knots. I'm going to work this through. Put your head down a little bit, yeah. So because I feel some single strand knots, I'm going to start with my fine tooth comb to try to work some of that out. And it's okay if you have some snags and tangles. That's what the detangler's for. Now I like to comb through at every angle to make sure I don't have any like single strand knots or anything like that. Because a wide tooth comb is good for detangling, but it's not going to catch the single strand knots. Now, that part is detangled. Flip that out the way. Take another section. Just where her hair naturally breaks. Spray. Spray with water. Like you can see where she have all these single strand knots and her ends are pretty dry. She's been swimming and stuff like that, so her ends are pretty dry. I'm just working the water in, and you notice I'm going in that downward motion. You don't work water in going up and down. Go in a downward motion because that's the way the cuticles lay. So you want to work in a downward motion, working the water into your hand. Also notice, I don't have a huge section of hair. It's about that much. Now, if your hair is thicker, it might have to be even a smaller section, but this way, your detangling process actually goes faster and you lose less hair. It's only a little slower now because I'm explaining to you guys, again, my kids have more tangling at the root. So that's where I focus. But as you can see, she has some single strand knots and stuff at the end. So I'm going to put a dab on the end. Working it into her ends. Working a little more into her hair. Now, if you have thick hair, you use the amount according to your hair's thickness and your hair's amount of knots and tangles. You can't use a dime size amount of anything if your hair is tangled and matted and you have single strand knots and stuff. Now, this is where the shed hairs are just coming out. Hope you guys can see that. The shed hairs are just coming out. I work it in. Start from, oh, let me go back to this, and I feel some single strand knots. So we head over some so I can see. She has some single strand knots, and I just want to work those out very easily. See how easily those are worked out? That's what the detangler does. It loosens the knots. It breaks down the knots and tangles so they're easier to come out, and it doesn't pull your hair out. Now, while this is detangling her hair, not only is it detangling, but it's adding moisture back into her hair. It's making her hair very soft so that when I do rinse this detangler out, as you guys know, it's also a co-wash, her hair is going to feel like it's already been deep conditioned. Now, she has low porosity hair. You see how that water's just sitting on top of her hair? So I have to work it in. If I want it to penetrate faster, I have to work it into her hair because she has low porosity hair. Working it into her ends. You see those single strand knots? That's what we're, let me see if I can put them up here. I hope you guys can see them. That's what we're trying to work out. Now, when you mist the hair with water, I'm not using as much detangler as it appears, but you need to use enough for it to work through to the other side. That's why I work it in with my hands. That's why I wet her hair first, so that it allows the hair to accept the detangler. I work it in with my fingers, but it needs to penetrate through to the other side, so that's how you know it's coating all the hair in this section. If it's just on the top, then this part is not going to detangle, so it's going to make your detangling process a lot harder. And I hope that makes sense to you guys. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a dab of it in the middle of her hair because I feel some tangles. Again, her head down a little bit. Her head shed hairs. See how they just start to slide out? Because they start to loosen up as the detangler breaks down the knots and tangles. They just start to loosen up and come out. Starting on the ends. You see how easy those single strand knots came out? Starting from the ends. Put it over. As you see, I'm just chopping through the hair, and it's bringing the shed hairs down and out into the comb. Moving the shed hairs down. So as you're detangling, you shouldn't go from the ends here and then jump all the way up here. You start from the ends and work your way up to the root. As you can see, my hand gradually goes up. I do it a little faster so you may not notice, but my hand gradually moves up to the root. Gradually. I bring the shed hairs down and I work my way up. Now I'm working my way up to the root. Now you see this line? That's where the shed hairs are going to come out. I'm moving them down. Now they're coming out into the comb. Now, once I detangle a large section now, with all of this hair she has, my daughter has very thick hair. With this whole section that I've detangled, this is all the hair she's lost. That's it. So what I like to do is once I detangle a section, I like to clean up my part, because it's nothing worse than you're detangling a section and you pull little hairs from up there. That's painful. So I like to clean up the part. Now, the detangler is pretty concentrated. So you see how it's penetrating into her hair? Like, look. It looks like it's no detangler here because it's penetrating into her hair. So it's giving her hair all the vitamin, nutrition, everything it needs. You see how it's penetrating her hair? So sometimes if you use a product and it doesn't have the right essential oils, and the right ingredients to make it a detangler, it will sit on top of the hair. It won't penetrate the hair. You want oils that penetrate the hair, because that's what's going to keep your hair moisturized. That's what's going to give your hair that nice, healthy hair shine. That's what you want. So see how this is penetrating into her hair? I'm going to spray her hair with some water. Now, not all oils absorb into the hair. Some oils and some ingredients are designed to sit on top of the hair and coat the hair. So that's why this detangler is great, because it not only penetrates into the hair, but it also protects the hair at the same time. That's why this is a detangler, a co-wash, and a deep conditioner, and it also rejuvenates your wigs. So you're really getting a 4 in one bottle. You can use it for 4 different things in one bottle. So now, this section, I'm just going to twist it. Now, why do I twist her hair? I twist her hair because her hair is very coily, as you can see. If I leave her hair loose, her hair is naturally coily. It's going to do what it naturally does, and that's coil back up on itself. So guess what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to go back and re-detangle it again. So I twist her hair to keep it from, doing what it naturally does, and that's coil up, especially when it's wet. Now, that's what you want. Nice coiled hair, nice coiled ends. Now, because her hair is pretty thick, I just put it in the bantu knot so it doesn't hang all on her shoulder. Now, as you can see, we're working pretty fast. This will be a lot faster if I wasn't explaining to you guys and showing you guys different things that come to mind when you guys look at the videos and some of the questions you have. So I'm just answering some of the questions I know off the top of my head that you guys ask on detangling videos. Now, again, I added water to her hair. working it in all the way down to the ends. This is the oldest and most fragile part of your hair. So you have to work that in. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments or questions if you have any. This is a great time for me to answer questions if you guys have any questions. Now, I'm working it out, the detangler, into her hair. Now, for those of you who like to finger detangling is good. You can finger detangle, however, you still have to completely detangle. Like, I'm working the product through her hair now. But you still want to take your wide tooth comb and go through your hair completely. Because if you're a person who exclusively finger detangles, at some point you're going to have to completely detangle your hair. If you ever want to wear your hair straightened, flat ironed, silk pressed, you're going to have to completely detangle your hair. And we have customers who used to finger detangle a lot. Like for years, they only finger detangled. And when it came time for her to get her hair straightened, she had so many knots and single strand knots in her hair, she needed something pretty strong to detangle her hair. And she sent us an email essentially just thanking us for the detangler because she didn't know how she was going to be able to detangle her hair and get all those single strand knots out, because a lot of people just cut them out. Like when they detangle their hair, they just clip them out. Now, if you take your time and use the detangler, you don't have to do that. You don't have to clip them out. See, I'm working it into the ends. Now this whole section is done. And it could have been done a lot faster had I not been talking to you guys and explaining, but I'd rather take my time and explain to you guys and answer your questions, the questions that you guys leave under videos and things like that. See, her hair naturally coils. See how it starts to coil back on itself? So I have to comb it through. Making sure it's smooth and protected all the way down to the ends. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this side. Same steps. Just where her hair naturally separates. If you guys like the video, please give them a thumbs up, share, click your notifications, hit your notification bell so you'll be notified of when I do new videos or other live demonstrations or live tutorials. I might do a live styling tutorial if you guys like the live videos. You can tell me what other videos you guys would like to see. Now you notice if you do them and if you detangle in smaller sections, guys, it's more effective and you get done even faster. When you try to take this whole section of hair and detangle it at one time, especially when you have thick hair, you're setting yourself up for disaster. You're going to pull out more hair than you need to. But if you work in smaller sections, you actually get done faster, and people don't realize that. As you can see, we're about, what, 21 minutes in? And if I wasn't showing you guys, taking my time step by step, I probably could have had this done in 10 or 15 minutes, even using smaller sections. But I like to allow the detangler to break down the knots and tangles. Yes, this really cut my detangling time. Oh shoot, I'm dropping everything. I'm getting a cramp in my finger. It cut my detangling time down so much, you guys. So much. It literally used to take me hours, plural, hours, to detangle her hair. Because her hair is very thick. It is very coily. It used to take me hours to detangle her hair. Now, as you can see on this live demonstration, I'm halfway done with her hair. This is the only section I have left. And we're not even 30 minutes in. And I've been stopping and talking to you guys. We're not even 30 minutes in. So this will definitely decrease your detangling time. Hurry it up some. Why do I have a cramp in my finger? Look at my hand, you guys. My fingers are like literally cramped up. I can't hardly move. Ooh, I can't hardly move them. Oh, that's better. Ooh, that was just cramp. I'm like, do I need a banana? Is that a potassium deficiency?
I get leg cramps, but like this woman told me if you drink a lot of water, like it won't, like you won't get leg cramps. So maybe if you
Thank
drink a
you
lot of water.
so much. Thank you so much for sharing our products with your friends and family. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, if she uses the detangler as a deep conditioner and a styling aid around her edges and not have a lot of tension on her edges will start to blossom and grow back. She this particular, oh, look at my hand, y'all look. I don't know. Is that a potassium deficiency? Somebody said that was a potassium deficiency, and I don't know if it's dehydration, but my hand just decided to lock up. But what was I saying? Edges.
Oh.
She used to sleep with this little elastic thing around her edges, and all of her edges
like
just like.
sock.
But that's what it was.
It was like a It's
Yeah, but it had elastic. It had a thick elastic band around here, and she used to love to slide it back on her edges. And when I tell you, her hairline was looking like it was starting back here, but I kept the styling aid around her edges to keep her edges moisturized. That's very important. Protective style, any kind of style, keep your hair moisturized. Because if it's dry, it's just going to break off. Keep your hair. I dropped my other comb, y'all, and I didn't feel like bending down and picking it up. So that's why I have this one. But as you can see, I'm just working it in. working it in. Maybe I need to drink some water or something because my finger is just cramping up. And I didn't sleep last night. Whew, I was up to about 4 or 5 and finally fell asleep and got up again at about 8. That's why I was like, let me just go ahead and do your hair. Oh, oh, look at my hand. Look, look, look. Look at my fingers. It's like they're stuck like that. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh. Okay, this section is completely detangled. I'm going to comb through this entire section. I'm going to take my fine tooth comb through this entire section. I just want to ensure that I've gotten all the shed hairs out. Now, this is all the hair she's lost in detangling this whole side of her hair, even in using this fine tooth comb, you guys. Let me show you. Because I don't usually show this because hair loss is kind of relative to the person. But I just want to show you guys using the detangler because the detangler really coats the strands. Now, as thick as her hair is, that's all the hair she's lost on that whole side of her head. That's it. I don't know what's up with my hand.
Maybe it's when you hold like a something too long, it kind of stays like that.
I don't know, but this doesn't usually happen. I don't know if I need some water or a banana or something. I don't know. But maybe I need to.
Maybe you need water.
Yeah, I haven't, since I haven't been feeling good for the past couple of days, I really haven't been drinking any water.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm gonna do that. Okay, guys, this is the last section I'm going to detangle on live. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live, zip through the other side. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know a lot of you guys are at work and at, not school, but, you know, at work and out and about. But
some people may be at school.
Yes, that's right. Summer school. That's right. People are taking summer classes. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end this, zip through this side, and I'll have a tutorial on how we style this hair. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit your notification bell. Give me a thumbs up. Share this video. Like it if you like it. And if you want to share it with somebody, please do so. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Peace out.
See, there you go. There you go. Ooh, I don't know.
I was planning that the entire time.
Oh, gosh.
My
hand is killing me. Okay.